Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to recap. I did a repair over about 4 videos, start to finish. We did it in a day, so let's just jump into it. I'm gonna kind of go into a bit more detail, bit of commentary as we go, so let's just get started. So here we are. I'm using my drywall sheet lifter, my panel lift sheet lifter, and I've just lifted up to the ceiling and I'm tracing it out. This is really good if you just got one person and you don't want to measure it out. So I get it out of the way, I get my Makita drywall cutter and I adjust the depth for 10 millimeters, which is the thickness of the drywall, and I've cut it out. And make sure you clean everything up. I get the old insulation out. I start to take all the screws out, and I actually add screws around the perimeter as well, and I add screws so you can see your fixing points, so when the sheet's up, so you know where to fix to. And then I make sure it fits all right. I cut it in. Sometimes it doesn't fit, you just need to cut it in. The tighter the gap, the faster it's going to dry. So I put the insulation in as well. I also am cutting some back blocks, so this goes between the fixing points and just keeps the joints nice and close together. I'm just taking the screws out of the strip, the collated strips, and I'm fixing the back blocks now. Do that right around. I'm adding glue. In Australia we use stud adhesive, and we do screw, glue, screw, glue, screw, and now I'm just lifting it up. It's all ready. Make sure it's in a place and I don't disturb the glue. Just need a little bit of a cut in, and now is it ready to fix. This is really good for one-person jobs. I'm going to be using my sheet lifter a lot more lately, and you just go through and you fix it everywhere on the butt joints, nice and secure. As you can see, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because I do a lot of these repairs, and this is mainly what my business does. We do the plastering and the painting. And we're mixing up some corner cement, and I've added some plaster accelerant in that blue bag. That is plaster accelerant, and I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be pre-filling. Even though I'm using fiber fuse, I like to get some mud in the gap, and I just load it all up here. You don't get bubbles with fiber fuse, but you do get it with paper tape. I'm just going through and I'm carefully bedding the fiber fuse tape, and I'm just mixing up a bit more with some accelerant, and then I glaze over it again, make sure it's all full. Then I'll get my bigger blade and I'll go right around, and as you can see, and it's just a lot more flat that way. I patch the screws, make sure it's good, and pretty much instantly, well, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, it's ready for the second coat. But this mix is the same mix that I've used for the first coat, so you only need to mix up once. And I'm using my bigger 12-inch blade to go around. It's a lot flatter. The time when I started using my 12-inch blade on the second coat is when I started to get better at these kind of repairs. It's just a lot flatter and blends a lot better. So this is the second coat done. It's looking really good. And as well, you never get a bubble as well with fiber fuse. So this is the top coat. This is sandable. Bring it out quite wide. And I've got my blower. I didn't mention that. I'm using my blower between every single coat. And now I've been using my hairdryer and my blower for about an hour. Then I've started to sand it, and I'm cutting in the undercoat here. And now we're rolling the undercoat. Drying time is essential if you're going to do it in one day as well. That's how you make money as well, in one day. Most of the time you can't do it in one day, but if you're really pushing it, you can. There's little pinholes I got. You can see I'm just touching up the pinholes. That only takes 5 minutes to dry as well. Normally when you skim over a surface that's been painted already, you get pinholes, and now I'm just second coating, and I'll probably do another third coat. It's looking all beautiful, and that is the video. So if there's any questions you still have, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.